we were planning on seeing each other this weekend, going on a date. However, text got a little bit, sexy. This is from the girl. And he comments on how beautiful my breasts are in the photographs. And he says, oh, they're all perky and everything. Thing is, she says, they sag. They're big and they sag. So I just thought I would just tell him that, But I thought, what do I do? Should I tell him my boobs aren't really perky? Should I just let it go? Should I just keep ignoring him? Because I've been ignoring him. What do you think?
So you never want to get physical via text faster than in real life. So you should never do your first kiss or do your first dirty or do your first naked picture. All of that stuff via text is a huge mistake. Anytime you increase the sexuality of your relationship and you're doing it inside of a text message, you're actually creating a problem. It's more like a time bomb. It's not a problem immediately, but it'll be a problem the next time you see each other in person. The greatest example of this is the old school online dating where you date someone online for 2 years, but you don't even know what they look like. They just have their description. You've never actually seen a picture of them. This is old school, late 90s era before digital cameras were around, or let alone smartphones. And you've talked to this person. You guys have had tons of online intimacy via text messages and via online messages. You've never even heard their voice. Then you meet them in person, and this person is a stranger who has seen you in the nude. That's what it feels like. And it's such a disparity between your in-person view of them and your online person that the person you have feelings for doesn't exist. It's a fantasy version of that person. So when you do this in relationships now, it happens on a smaller scale where you create this division between your level of intimacy and how comfortable with them you are in person, how comfortable you are with them online or via the phone. And the bigger that disparity, the more likely when you see each other in person, you'll feel uncomfortable because you'll go, oh my gosh, this person has seen me naked or they've seen me topless, but I feel like they're the only person I would kiss right now. And so you have this disparity. So that's what you're starting to feel, is that you are feeling like, oh, he has seen me in these pictures, but what he sees in the pictures is not what I look like in real life. So you're feeling a different disparity. It's the other direction, which is he thinks I'm more attractive than I am.
But don't you think that, I guess the subtext is she texted him a topless picture, would you say, or a nude?
I don't know that it's nude. It could just be...
Could be that she was in a revealing top.
It's either way. This is what happens: is when you send something like that, you open the door to something. Now, what he's probably doing is just. Here's what I don't think. I don't think she's nude because I think he's saying this stuff so that he'll get a nude, right? If I compliment the breasts, maybe I'll get to see the breasts. Is what I think is happening here.
I see.
So I think he's asking for more because normally as a guy, if you see her topless, then you ask for bottomless, right? Now you're going for full nude.
Well, and she said, should I tell him my boobs aren't really perky? And so obviously he hasn't seen them, right? I mean, entirely.
Let's go in that direction. Yeah. So first of all,
it's a sad thing, really, in a way.
Well, I think that perky is a very amorphous term. That one man's perky is another man's large. Like, it's not everyone, you know what I mean? It's not a fixed definition. So he could actually think that. And I've seen this before where a man really likes a woman's boobs, but she doesn't feel that good about her boobs. And so when he compliments them, she feels bad. So what you might be running into, we don't know because we haven't seen the pictures. She didn't include those in the message.
No.
So we're just guessing here, is that it could be low self-confidence. He could be right. We don't know who's right. We don't know who's wrong. What I do know is that the answer is not to ignore him, right? Because he didn't do something wrong, because you sent him something and he complimented it, which is what men are trained to do. There's no way a guy's going to message you back. Let's imagine he did what she wants. He goes, wow, your boobs are pretty saggy.
Yeah. I mean, they're not really very perky, honestly.
She does not want to hear that, right? If he said what she's describing, she would be so upset she would never talk to me.
The problem is she said embarrassment. I mean, she's embarrassed about her breasts, especially because he brought attention to them. And so she has problems with that. And so she immediately assumes that he's going to be super negative when he sees them, which is kind of a shame. So, but I agree with you. But I think that you said that you shouldn't get in terms of sexual revealing ourselves sexually. We shouldn't reveal ourselves sexually in electronic media. We should do it in person. Is that kind of what you're saying in a way?
Absolutely.
So if that's true, then the other side of it is we shouldn't reveal ourselves sexually too quickly, even though we might want to. Like, there's a thing in today where we have this so much gratification because we can go online and we can see porn, we can see all kinds of things, and people spill their guts out in social media. So we assume that we should be able to get sexual right away, and that we just sort of jump at it. And it's not a good idea. It's actually really, really bad idea. If you're looking for a long-term relationship, a really great girlfriend, someone that you could be with the rest of your life, then you shouldn't get sexual so early, even if you want to, even if you feel like it would be really cool. You shouldn't do that. It's really not good for the relationship, and this is a good illustration as to why.
Yeah, we have this desire for immediate gratification. Like, we don't wait for anything anymore. We don't do anything that takes a really long time. And that's one of the big challenges here, is that she couldn't wait till the weekend to show him her cute outfit or her cute bra or whatever. And so that's kind of what's led to this issue. So yeah, you're absolutely right that we want to delay that gratification and kind of take control of what you're doing. So everything you're doing early dating should be intentional, right? And you should think, well, what's the purpose of sending this type of photo? And it's to create something that you would rather create in person, because it's a feeling that leaves them unfulfilled, right? And you don't want to do that. So
yeah, I mean, I think that, yeah, I think nudity and a woman's sexuality is obviously very arousing to a man, but it's going to be arousing at the right time. Especially, you need to get other hormones besides just arousal hormones going in order to, because honestly, if you do that right, and I'm talking about you as a girl and a guy, if you're doing this right, you'll both be super into each other when you get your clothes off. And you're not going to find fault with each other, that way. And that's just a thing that we have because of the distortion of sexuality through porn and social media.
If you do everything online via phone, you're missing all the other senses. You can't hear the person's voice, you can't feel their skin, and you can't smell each other. And so you're missing all these other parts of the connection.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, one thing that can really help a lot in dating is a sponsor of ours, which has an attraction cologne, which is contains animalic accords that have been used for thousands of years by men, and women just cannot get enough of these on a guy. The company has actually had a crew go out to Clearwater Beach, Florida, and Washington, D.C., and the Lincoln Memorial and other places, and they've just asked all these couples about it, and these women just cannot get enough of this attraction cologne on a guy. They are so confident that you'll like it that they're actually sending guys a full bottle just to help out with shipping, so that they can cover their cost of shipping and handling. And then they'll send you a full bottle, not a little sample, but an entire bottle. You'll love it. And they'll even give you 60 days to try it out. So visit the link that you see. Help us out. Help our sponsor out. I think you're going to love it. It could change your whole dating life forever, because women are really attracted to a man based on a scent, whereas men are attracted visually. Women are attracted through scent. They have almost twice as many scent cells in their brains than men do. They're really, really into scent. This is the scent that you want, because women cannot get enough of it on a man. Meanwhile, please like and subscribe so it helps the YouTube algorithm. Leave a comment if you want another question. We'll be sure to answer all your comments. Here's a video on body image that you're going to want to see for sure. So go to that video, and we'll see you on the next one.